In the top stories, Prime Minister Drew is meeting with the Prime Ministers of the Bahamas and Jamaica ahead of next week's CARICOM summit. Guyana outlines an ambitious plan to establish itself as a regional energy and trade hub, and 3 people killed in separate avalanches in the French Alps. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Major Newscast. Today is Wednesday, the 18th of February 2026. I'm Jason Davis. Nationally, Chairman of CARICOM, Prime Minister the Honourable Dr. Terence Drew, is in the Bahamas today for bilateral talks with Prime Minister Philip Davis. The trip forms part of a regional tour the Prime Minister is undertaking ahead of the 50th regular meeting of the Conference of CARICOM Heads of Government, which will be held in Basse-Terre from February 24 to 27.
I'm traveling to Bahamas to meet with the Prime Minister there. Then I'm going to Jamaica to meet with the Prime Minister there. And then I'll return and fly down to Guyana and Suriname to meet with both presidents.
Speaking on Tuesday during the roundtable press conference, Dr. Drew said he will also meet today with Jamaica's Prime Minister, Dr. Andrew Holness. The Prime Minister emphasized that his travel for these regional engagements is not being funded by taxpayers in St. Kitts and Nevis, as airlift is being provided through the regional security system.
I mostly travel by RSS. As you know, we all pay into the RSS on a yearly basis. And so, being the head of CARICOM, I get the opportunity to use the RSS plane, which is a military plane, is no luxury at all, to move around the region and to meet.
Both meetings are expected to follow others held across CARICOM, focusing on regional priorities and strategic coordination ahead of next week's Heads of Government conference. The renaming of the Newtown Health Centre and the Newtown Community Centre is being described as a statement of national values, not simply a ceremonial gesture. Prime Minister the Honourable Dr. Terence Drew, addressing those gathered in Newtown on Tuesday, said the occasion represents a commitment to honouring service, preserving legacy, and recognising those who helped shape the community. The health centre now bears the names of Nurse Millicent West and Kennedy Earl Clark, while halls within the community centre are dedicated to Lloyd Lazar and retired teacher Myrtle Neal. The Prime Minister noted that institutions such as health and community centres stand at the heart of national life, one safeguarding well-being, the other strengthening social bonds, learning and resilience. Renaming them, he suggested, anchors these spaces in memory and meaning. He praised the people of Newtown and East Basse-Terre for their enduring contributions to national development, reminding those present that progress is built through service, sacrifice, and shared responsibility. The lives of the 4 honorees, he added, serve as a reminder that committed citizens can help shape the destiny of a community and inspire future generations to do the same. The ceremony was attended by Governor-General Dame Marcella Liburd, Member of Parliament for East Basse-Terre, Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Jeffrey Hanley, senior government officials, community leaders, and family members of the honorees. In other news, Prime Minister the Honourable Dr. Terence Drew is calling for greater national attention to men's health, even as support for women's health initiatives continues. Speaking during Tuesday's roundtable, Dr. Drew announced that proceeds from his annual Prime Minister's Gala were this year directed to breast cancer support, with 2 local foundations each receiving $15,000. While commending the work of organizations that assist women diagnosed with breast cancer, the Prime Minister said the moment also highlights the needs to give men's health issues similar national focus. He noted that free prostate screening is available at men's clinics at community health centers across the Federation, but many men are still reluctant to seek care. Dr. Drew said the challenge is not simply access to testing, but the absence of supportive environments where men feel comfortable discussing health concerns and encouraging each other to be examined. He explained that participation increases when men attend screening together, indicating the importance of safe spaces and community support. The Prime Minister disclosed plans to establish a prostate health foundation, which he said will provide guidance, support, and assistance to men seeking diagnosis and treatment. He said the initiative is intended to complement existing women's and children's health programs and ensure a more holistic approach to family health care. Dr. Drew encouraged men to take advantage of available screening services, stressing that early detection remains the most effective protection against prostate cancer. Moving now to news on the regional scene. Guyana is moving to position itself as a major energy, trade, and logistics hub through a series of large-scale infrastructure and industrial projects. The plans were outlined during the 5th Guyana Energy Conference and Supply Chain Expo, where government officials detailed how revenue from the country's growing oil and gas sector is being directed into long-term economic development. Partnerships are underway with investors from Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, and the United States to support major projects, including the construction of a deep-water port. The facility is expected to strengthen transport links between Guyana, Brazil, and CARICOM and support industrial expansion. Authorities also highlighted a shift towards value-added protection, with plans to expand processing in industries such as bauxite rather than exporting raw materials. In the energy sector, new power generation projects are advancing, including the 165-megawatt Amalia Falls hydroelectric project aimed at improving national energy security and allowing for regional power exports. Guyana has also signed an agreement with a U.S.-based Bloomberg Grain to develop a food production and export hub in Yawacabra, intended to boost agricultural output and CARICOM trade. Still on the regional scene, Belize has reported 2 imported cases of malaria, according to the Ministry of Health and Wellness. Health officials said the cases were confirmed to the Toledo district and were acquired outside of Belize. The ministry stressed while Belize remains malaria-free, the cases highlight the risk of transmission in neighboring countries and the possibility of reintroduction of the mosquito-borne disease through travel. Symptoms of malaria can appear 7 to 30 days after infection, including fever and flu-like illness. People who experience these symptoms during or after travel should seek medical attention and report their travel history. Belize was certified malaria-free by the World Health Organization of June 2023. Authorities said heightened surveillance and response measures are in place to prevent local transmission. Internationally, at least 3 people, including a British national, have been killed in 2 separate avalanches in the French Alps. The British man, said to be in his 30s, died when an avalanche struck a group of 5 skiers off Pisti near the resort town of La Grave. A Polish national was also killed in that incident. 2 other members of the group, a German and an Australian, escaped without injury. In a separate avalanche in the nearby Valois area, 1 person died and 2 others were left in critical condition. French authorities say the risk of avalanches remains high because of fresh snowfall and strong winds. The latest incidents bring the number of avalanche-related deaths in the French Alps to 28 so far this winter. Investigations into both incidents are underway. Former National Rugby League star Matthew Tighe is in critical condition after being shot multiple times outside his home in Sydney, Australia. New South Wales police said Tighe suffered gunshot wounds to his lower leg and shoulder and upper chest during a drive-by shooting. Authorities described the incident as a targeted ambush. A white SUV linked to the shooting was later found burnt out and was recovered for forensic testing. Tighe played 167 NRL games, spending 7 years with Canterbury Bulldogs, including 2 tries in the 2004 Grand Final and 2 years with West's Tigers before retiring in 2013. He represented New Zealand in 4 tests before switching to Samoa at the 2008 World Cup, scoring 2 tries in 3 matches. Police have not released information on suspects. And now for a look at the weather. Conditions across the Federation are cloudy with a few showers in the vicinity. Winds are light and variable. Sea swells are between 1.2 and 1.8 meters, or about 4 to 6 feet. In the afternoon, expect partly cloudy skies with a slight or 20% chance of showers. Tonight will be fair to partly cloudy with a 20% chance of a few passing showers. Sunset will be at 6:14 p.m. and sunrise tomorrow will be at 6:35 a.m. And that brings us to the end of the ZIZ Midday Major Newscast. Join us this evening for these stories and more. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Jason Davis.